Oh, it's the 2021 SEMA Show, and we're here in Las Vegas for a very special edition of Carr Parts. So, I don't know, maybe you have a Skyline and you want to translocate that wheel. Maybe you have an RX-7, you want to go mid-engine. I just happen to know the people that can get you there. Because I'm Carr, and this is Carr Parts.
You get it.
Right.
History has already been made at the 2021 SEMA Show because Chelsie here, first female young gun, top 12 ever. And this RX-7, man, it's a stunner. Chelsie, if you wouldn't mind, let's go and look at a couple of the highlights of the car, the things that people really talk about the most when they follow you on social.
All right, Carr, let's go check it out. All right, Carr, you wanted to know what is the best part about this car, and I am showing you right now. This is the world's first mid-engine RX-7. What do you think?
It's beautiful. I mean, and I'm sure everybody thinks that, but I can't begin to understand how you did it.
You know what? I'm still trying to figure that out myself. I built this car in 2 months. I've had a lot of disbelief, and that's exactly what I want to hear. If people don't believe it, that means I did a great job. So here I'm presenting to you my 2.7 liter Audi twin turbo engine in my RX-7 FD. I am using a transaxle Volkswagen Passat transmission, 2 twin GT28s. The whole exoskeleton was custom made by myself. I used the FD rear end and utilized it to see what is in here now. For the axles, to make this thing run and drive, I used the FD hub still and I welded the 2 axles together to make it function. So everything you are looking at right now runs, drives, brakes, and boosts.
Man, I don't know if there's going to be anything else that take my breath away like this, but what else you want to show me?
Oh man, you know what? I would like to show you the wide body that I made. Can I take you over here?
Yeah, let's go take a look.
So what you're looking at right now is a custom metal wide body that I made myself. The outer wall is a 22 gauge and the inner wall is still an 18 gauge to keep rigidity. I wanted this car to be able to squat down on the drag strip and not suffer any consequences and damage that you would see in something like fiberglass. The vents on the front and the rear here are functional. When I have the air filters hooked up to the turbos, they feed into the quarters and air passes through. This was quite a feat. This has never been done before, and obviously moving into metal, it was quite a struggle to get this shape. I wanted to somewhat keep a period correct look to the quarter, but add just that kind of double take wow look. So I feel like I did that, and I'm really quite happy with how they turned out.
Yeah, no, you should be.
Thank you.
Of course it's history in the making. Look at it. Wow.
I think the important lesson to take out of this, it doesn't matter where you come from, who you are, anything that's going on in your life. If you want something bad enough, you'll go out and get it.
Woo, I know that's right. Man, thank you so much, Chelsie.
No, thank you.
So now I'm over here with Cole. Here's a Skyline. It's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, I'm just wondering, people follow you and Chelsie on social. They've watched this journey. I'm sure there are things on social like, oh man, how did you do that? Or that's amazing. For anybody that couldn't be here, can you take us around some of those parts of the car that really get attention?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Some of the key 3 things of this car that, especially being at the show, you can't tell unless I tell you about it, is the engine. It is a 2JZ out of a Toyota Supra, which a lot of people would recognize, but the main thing that you can't tell is that I converted it to all-wheel drive. So it is technically the world's first all-wheel drive 2JZ swapped Skyline. And that was a very big feat because there's no adapter plates, there's no kits for something like that. And to make a car all-wheel drive, there was a lot of engineering involved with that. And I wish I could have mirrors or signs that every time someone comes up to the car, it's like, all-wheel drive 2J, all-wheel drive 2J. You can't see it, but it's there.
So show us around a little bit more. Now, you were saying you weren't really thrilled with the Golf, then what happened?
Well, then I decided to make my whole entire dash and center console from scratch out of metal, and it was actually sheet metal. So I created this whole shape because I kind of wanted it as kind of like a race car cockpit while still keeping it a little modern. That's why I wrapped it in a suede with my own custom stitching. And one key thing too of the dash was actually this Microsoft display. So this is actually a laptop. So that is plugged in directly to the computer itself. So if I want to tune the car on the fly, or if I want to watch Netflix, or if I got to Google anything, I can do it right there.
Wow, Cole, wow.
It was kind of one of those things where you just keep trying and you keep trying and you keep beating yourself up and spending so much time trying to get it to work. But once I did do this, it was all worth it.
I'll say, well, again, to you and to Chelsie, congratulations, well deserved.
Thank you. That's much appreciated.
Right on. Chelsie, thank you so much for showing me the RX-7. Cole, thanks for the tour of the Skyline. Now remember, folks, history being made. Top 12 right here. And tonight, we're going to get down to the top 4. And somebody's going to have to take that first slot for the Young Guns. I'm Carr, and this is Carr Parts. Usually I say keep building. But you know what, guys? What is it you say at Throttle Thrasher's Garage?
The only limits you have
Are the ones you set for yourself.
Oh, yeah.